never slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no...
There's your man, the 54. He was biding his time, but he's back, ladies and gents. It's
Gonzalez, then the 95 of Marco Morelli.
Impression about him all weekend long so far, but he might well be feeling a bit happier after this. Morelli still lead. Ega Pratama going for the lead here in race 2. He's up to second place. He's been... Up the climb they come, across the start finish. He's down towards turn 1, but goodness me, how many riders abreast do you want to be? Ramadipa carving his way through as Mitani gets pushed wide by car pushing. Line again, 9 laps to go. This time around, Pratama getting bullied all over the place. Petrie goes in a second place then.
And Brian Ariarte came up the inside from about 10.
The pole sitter in number 17, and now he's in the lead.
Into the lead, yeah.
He was 13th crossing the line that time around, but just jumped up into 11th place as we look in towards
10th place to 5th place on the brakes there into the first right-hander.
It's Morelli that you've got to be careful, guys.
If he was just saving a bit of tyres, there'll be 3 laps to go as they go across the 9 now, and it is the double winner.
Turn 1 again. Goodness me, a lot of riders got close, a bit too close for comfort. Can't let him get away. This is getting a bit. Big move there
from Mugello. Veda Pratama has the advantage over the 95 of Marco Morelli. Brian Ariarte in
turn 1 there, flicking it left down here and then right again into the Omega curve. Third place, Benyat Fernandez up the inside of Pugliese there, moves him wide, but as it was
third place. 4 abreast behind them.
Goodness me, it is.
I wonder if these guys, you know, some of the bright sparks are saving tyres a bit because he's
saying, you know, Morelli's not a rider you want to let get away.
No, he isn't. I think Brian Ariarte
is Pratama in the lead then from Ariarte. Morelli trying to hang out the outside. He doesn't get
qualifying. The first pole and second quickest time was set, I think, lap 3 or 4. He has seen that turn. He knows it. He was around to watch.
The cutback from Ariarte, so he'll have to settle for third at the moment for the next corner or
4. And this is a 19-lap race. So I wonder if someone like Marco Morelli be so superb at Assen, and that's why I think he moved up into 5th place and is now up.
So, but you can tell from the pace, Peter, they have really turned the wheel.
Just doesn't want to try the big breakaway because he knows he's going to need tyres left to 4th place. He doesn't want to see Marco Morelli disappear, just as you said, Matt.
Pick up in the leaders, the top 5 or so, but they're not that much quicker than
at the end.
Down the bottom of the hill they come, and the big, well then up the hill we come once again. Then it's going to be left and flick it right. Everybody else behind them, they really are just now mucking each other about, really trying to just climb up. Starts again. Gonzalez looking for the lead this time. He looks up the inside, but down the waterfall. How fast can you go through here? Well, look at that. Look at the gap forming. I mean, Morelli's for position. They're not thinking about going as fast as possible. It's about tactics now. Ariarte says, no, I'm going to start drilling the pace now. Personal best last time around for the Santos. Not hanging around. I'll be very interested to see the lap times this time around.
Now let's see. Right, and there's a great slow-mo of the 54. He has the advantage. Brian Ariarte, Marco.
Their rider, by far the quickest rider on the track, actually. As half a second quicker than everybody else.
Ariarte will be late on the brakes here. Close up on that leading trio. So he comes out of the corner. Morelli in 3rd place. Yeah, great.
That time around pretty well.
They fan out across the track. Who's late on the brakes? Ariarte, the leading trio, still have the advantage. Marco Morelli over, but it's not green there, so that doesn't matter. Position for aggression, 15th to 3rd for Marco Morelli. Mitani is really good into the left-hander at the bottom of the hill. That's where he passed Ramadipa. Marco Morelli has the advantage. Kiandra Ramadipa, the man who finished second, who did all the 5th place. He's had a similar progression down the hill. Veda Pratama leads. Brian win yesterday, and he's absolutely superb. And of course, it's so crucial. But he's lost now. The leading yesterday is in 2nd place.
These 3 absolutely drilling it.
Ariarte. Will Brian Ariarte show the opposition just how good he is on the brakes? He to the number 17, the white helmeted Yaroslav Karpushin. He comes alongside it.
Now, Peter, they are over a 1/10 of a second quicker, maybe even 2/10 or 3.
He doesn't take the lead this time. And Ramadipa has a track limits warning. Side by side, Uriarte and Karpushin now, as there are just 8 laps remaining. We've gone past
Ahead of everybody else that last lap around, and that is making the difference. We're on board with Uriarte. Yeah, he will not want to go on the green anymore then, in towards the closing laps.
half distance.
Well, this leading group, leading what's now really the chasers. We're looking at Zed Mitani, the Japanese rider, just behind us, inspired by Kevin Schwab. As Morelli dives up the inside of Uriarte again. 2 riders, really now has become about 17 riders worth. The only rider's not in it. That's why he runs the number 34. But look out front, Ramadipa now into the lead, ahead of Morelli at the top of the game. But Veda Pratama starting to get away from it, Peter. He's got a couple of on Yane and Danish at the moment then. So it's in a massive Benyat Fernandez.
But Brian Uriarte is not letting them go. Look, he's there in 4th place. He's close into
Light lengths, quarter of a second ahead of them. Will it last into these last 2 laps of leading group compared to the sort of lap times they're putting in qualifying and things though?
and he's going to lock on to the rear of the number 7 Benyat Fernandez in 3rd as they go down the hill.
And wraps that we have in Rookies Cup action. Mitani up into 4th position out of the first. This is sort of lap times that we were seeing in free practice 2 actually, Peter.
1:29.1.
Madipa's lead was short-lived, but Morelli took him straight back. He's saying, no, I need to lead this race. Turn then, so it's all on for the final 2 laps then.
So there's the White Harrigan Cup.
Exactly.
Yeah, with the worn tyres which they use for practices, free practices
Qualifying,
1 and 2.
oh, I've got the pace. I don't want to get overtaken in towards turn 1. You're following me, but Morelli's smart. He knows.
And he's dropped back to about 6th place. It's now really a test of Brian Uriarte again.
1:28.0 from Karpushin. So yes, the tyres. He just needs to get out front and absolutely go for it. None of this tap in the rear seat unit rubbish.
That's right. And he responds to.
Oh!
Down they go.
They're down. Morelli and distinctly a bit more worn now.
Yes, indeed. Okay, there is talking of Karpushin, the pole man, but he only qualified 15th. He was on the 5th row of the grid. So you know, if his pace is quicker or
both of them. Goodness me, that's blown the championship wide open again.
And there he is heading the pack, and Brian Uriarte in 2nd place, more than he was running in qualifying. Maybe the bike isn't really set up to do this, but
I'm in shock.
Absolutely, they're just both, and it may well be that we've just got to pause, calm. He's a bright, wily rider, and he'll make the best of the situation, certainly. There's the 51 of Brian Uriarte, who wanted the same bit of road there, and obviously there wasn't room.
Goodness
We're going to
me,
see the
look at
replay.
it.